Hi, today we're talking about a very common running injury, but not necessarily an injury that's isolated to runners. A lot of people get this condition and it can be very painful, can be very irritating, unpleasant and uncomfortable, and it's plantar fasciitis. Now, the pain usually occurs through the base of the foot, through the tendon under the arch and into the heel. And a telltale sign if you have got plantar fasciitis is often sharp, knife-like stabbing pains under the heel of the foot, particularly first thing in the morning when you step out of bed. Now, I'm going to look at three specific shoes that all have properties that contribute to aiding and making plantar fasciitis more bearable. And I'll name the best shoe in my experience that has consistently performed very well in helping people overcome plantar fasciitis. So stick around to the end for what I think is probably the number one shoe in this category. What causes plantar fasciitis? Well, it's usually the foot is, the tendon, the plantar fascia tendon under the foot is stretched too much. And when it becomes overstretched, that's when the pain occurs. And common treatments for it, or common things to look for in shoes, are to elevate the heel, to reduce the stretch on the calf, the soleus and the Achilles, and to support the arch. Plantar fasciitis is often caused when the arch collapses a little bit or is more flexible. The foot pronates, rolls in, and it strains the plantar fascia tendon underneath here. So you often get a lot of pain under the heel at the origin or the insertion of the tendon. So by elevating the heel and supporting the arch, you can relieve some of the pressure on that tendon. Another thing you can do is a strengthening exercise where essentially you're going to clinch your toes, bare feet, stood up, clinch your toes over a towel, like you're scrunching the towel up, and then raise onto your tiptoes. And if you go slowly up, pause, and slowly down, that will isolate the tendon and strengthen it. And this is an exercise that's referred to in a study by Michael Rathleith, which is looking at strengthening and stretching plantar fasciitis, or the plantar fascia tendon, to treat plantar fasciitis. And I'll put a reference in the note below to that study if that is of interest to you. But first of all, shoes to look at for plantar fasciitis. There's going to be support shoes, going to look at three of them. First one, New Balance 860. This is the V14. It is a support shoe. It elevates the heel, lots of cushioning, Fresh Foam X cushioning in the midsole of this shoe. Nice everyday daily trainer. But basically it's a support type shoe, and you can see the darker material on the medial side under the arch side of the foot is higher. This is slightly firmer than it is on the outside. So as the foot rolls in, it provides support under the arch. So combined with the elevated drop of the heel and the support in the arch, it does provide some relief for plantar fasciitis. The second shoe, the Saucony Guide 17, been a very popular shoe in 2024. As the name suggests, it's a guidance shoe, and it provides guidance without having a medial post, without having medial support. It's a single piece of midsole cushioning. Again, so you got in this shoe, it is a 6mm offset. Okay, so it does elevate the heel a little bit higher than the forefoot, which is always good. That's why a lot of running shoes in generally do provide general relief for plantar fasciitis. And the guidance comes from the rocker in the heel and in the forefoot, and the fact that on the medial side of the shoe, we've got a straighter last. That provides the support, and the way it catches the foot as it lands laterally and rolls in, the shoe guides the foot into a neutral position, and with regards to plantar fasciitis, it's keeping that tendon in a more neutral position, offering a little bit more support. And last but not least, the very best shoe that I have recommended and seen the best results in for maybe 8 or 10 years now is the Mizuno Inspire. Now, the Inspire uses the brand's Wave technology, And in the Inspire, the Wave itself is stronger, thicker, whatever you want to refer to it as, on the medial side. So it's of this plastic Wave. It is stronger, it doesn't give. You've got a 12mm drop in this shoe, so it does elevate the heel a lot more. That, I think, is a good contributing factor, and it provides a lot of support. So what makes the Inspire the best shoe and the one that most people coming into my store seem to choose when they have plantar fasciitis? Well, I think it's purely the shape of the shoe inside. It's just a lot more structured, offers more shape under the arch, and that supports the tendon, and provides kind of almost instant relief in some cases. So 3 good choices: the New Balance 860, the Saucony Guide 17, and the Mizuno Inspire 20. All great for treating plantar fasciitis. Good luck if you're suffering at the moment.